Hi everybody, welcome back to the Micro Vlogcast. We're talking about Cornerstone and Foresight merging together. We're talking with Cindy and Wendy about environmental health and safety and sustainability merging together. And in previous episodes, I talk with my hands sometimes. In previous episodes, Cindy, you've articulated like you've had customers, so your historical customers are environmental health and safety folks. And traditionally, they're worried about compliance things most of the time. And then they started at some point in the last few years asking more about some of this proactive sustainability kind of stuff. And so I just want the two of you, because Wendy, you're in a sales role, and Cindy, you're in a sales role. The two of you are out in front talking to prospective customers and customers all the time. And the collision of these two things is really happening live. And so just like, yeah, what do you, like, how long has this been going on from your perspective, from your clients? When did the questions start emerging? And how are you seeing the connectivity between the two disciplines?
I think, well, there's kind of two chapters to when this started emerging. Several years ago, I'm going to be terrible at telling you when, 15-ish years ago, maybe longer, we started getting questioning on ISO 14001.
Okay.
And then a little bit later, even on the safety side, the ISO, which was 18,000, now 45. So that was kind of the first entree for us into really thinking bigger picture and not just focused on compliance per se.
Yep.
Right? And that was fun and exciting. And we've got somebody that heads up quality for us and still in place to this day and very respected, which has been great. And I would say probably maybe then certainly before COVID for sure.
Yeah.
So
17, 18.
yeah,
19.
something like that. Yeah, I mean, especially our bigger clients, right, that maybe had more than one facility or is just a much larger facility. We would start getting these emails or calls going, hey, what do you know about, like, energy or greenhouse gas reporting? We don't have a lot of clients that actually, by EPA requirements, have to do greenhouse gas reporting. As you know, that affects like power plants and we have some, but not a lot. But, and we had people, certain staff that could do that and had the expertise, but we just didn't have it to the level that we knew we needed to. And that's really when Mark and I really started the conversation of that, look, we want to be able to help you. We can't. So the best we can do right now is really try to help vet someone or a couple different companies for you. Yeah. I think that's basically my experience.
Mine was Grand Rapids, where Foresight has their main office, is kind of a unique space. So in a unique city, there's a lot of office furniture manufacturers in that space. And there was a group of office manufacturers that came together around an industry association in the early 2000s, and they developed a really unique sustainability certification or standard that was very holistic. It covered organizations, the buildings themselves, and the products that they made. And the company I was previously with, SRG, which merged with Foresight back in the early 2020,
yeah, about 4 years ago.
That company was really involved in the Office Furniture Industry Association in the development of that sustainability standard. And so when I came on board in 2013, we had this unique opportunity to really help companies pursue in a very practical way sustainability at its core. So pulling in the environmental management systems, pulling in a lot of the practical awareness around product, from bills of materials to the weights, and being able to identify the chemistry associated with it through safety data sheets, which is something that in the environmental compliance and health and safety you work with all of the time.
Every day.
So it's being able to meld those, the data and the efforts that you do under environmental compliance and health and safety compliance into this broader sustainability standard. And now we're able to take that to all forms of manufacturing with all of our learning that we have had over the last decade.
Yeah, awesome. Great. Well, thank you both. We'll do that again in another episode. We'll keep digging in more on how these things are connected and also the people that we're serving, how they're challenged with figuring out both of these things. I think that'll be fun to talk through. So we'll see you next time on the Micro Vlogcast. That wasn't that long. She wasn't giving you this, she was giving you this.
Oh.
Yeah, and this motion is we're getting towards the end.
And, okay.
And when she goes like this, that's when it's like
She's
You're
had
done.
it.
You're done.
Yeah.
Okay.